live. Everything seems to be working good. Hello, hello, and welcome. So, as for today, you can pretty much see here that I don't have a canvas or paint in front of me. I am working on a commission cosplay. I have been asked to make a tail, so I have to sew all these pieces of fur together, and that's what I'll be working on today. So, especially that there is a deadline for this one. Not like a super like quick deadline, but it's more like it has to be done by December. So, which is plenty enough time as long as I work on it. But yeah. So you're probably wondering what is this tail for? Who needs a 5-foot long purple tail? This is going to be for a CatNap cosplay from Poppy's Playtime, which I'm really excited. I've never played Poppy's Playtime, and I barely knew what it was about until this cosplay, and I had to do a little bit of research to like figure out who is this character. Yeah. But when I see the big purple cat, I'm like, oh yeah, this will be fun. I'm excited. Yeah. So, just starting off the morning with a little bit of cosplay work, because why not? Alright, so what I'm doing here, I know I'm doing such a great job showing, is that I have this string that's much stronger than normal, like just sewing string. This is actually like used for upholstery, like couches, furniture, and that kind of stuff. And that's what I'm using. So it's a thicker, tougher string, and that's what I use for the fur. And then I have this thick needle, and very carefully I hand sew. And yes, there are sewing machines that can sew fur, like this faux fur. This is faux fur, by the way. Obviously, you can, I mean, it's pretty clear. But that can sew this type of fabric. My sewing machine cannot. My sewing machine's very old. It works like a champ. It is such a nice sewing machine, but with all the hair fibers and that kind of stuff, I'm left to hand sewing so I don't actually break my machine. Hey, it's Win! Hi, Win. How you doing? Working on some cosplay today. Making a 5-foot purple tail. Hey, it's Nacho. Hi, Nacho. How you doing? You got a Toyota ad? That's funny. I'm good. I'm just chilling. Just working on this cosplay. Not gonna lie, I'm trying to finish this cosplay as soon as possible without actually rushing it. Just because it's finally nice outside and I really want to get to some foam smithing. I have projects of foam that I want to work on, cosplays, also cosplay products to sell, and it doesn't stay very nice outside for very long, so I want to take advantage of it while it's here. Here we go. Okay. Yo. Yo. Yep, so it's pretty repetitive. This sewing work. But yeah, this is how I have to do it. So for this, this is the top part of the tail. The tail is made into 3 sections. And this top part is 10 of these rectangles. So that I have to sew together. And I got the whole interior structure sewn, which is nice. Happy about that. Yep. I don't know, it's actually kind of meditative doing this. Like, it's just the repetitive work. Yeah, yesterday I was working on the internal structure of this tail, and I also made a elf hat for my little elf cosplay, which I'm really proud of how that hat turned out, especially that, like, it just took, like, I really quickly put it together, like, I think within an hour or two. I just was like, I'll just sew this together really quickly. I should have brought the elf hat into this room. I have it in my other room. So I could have shown everyone. Right? Yeah. I think it'll be fun to do a little elf for my next show, the holiday house at the craft fair. That'll be fun. Okay, so now I have this section completed, so I'm gonna roll this piece. Roll it like this. There we go. And I have all the squares behind me, so let me get the other one. Oh, look at that. It's the end piece. You really get to see it speed run now. Yeah. Okay, so how I do this, because how I want it to be, when sewing these first together, it's almost seamless. Like you can see here, the fur kind of goes together, but it kind of doesn't. His tail is kind of knobby, like it shows the kind of like the bumps in the spine, so I'm trying to make it like purposeful. So each of these sections is actually the same size as one of the pillow sections to make the tail movable. And how to get that same look so that these hairs don't get trapped in the seam is that I line them up like this. Let me, I'll bring this forward a little bit. So I line them up and then I squeeze and pinch them together like this. And then that's when these like sewing clips really come in handy. I really, really like these sewing clips. Oh my gosh, they're so nice, especially for like sewing faux fur and that kind of thing. Even thicker fabrics, slippery fabrics. Really, really nice. If you are wanting to sew more in cosplay, like more like sewing, I highly recommend getting some of these clips because they are so nice. And they're affordable too. They're not like anything insanely expensive. Yes. Yes, Win. I'm gonna be the elf on the shelf, making sure you all behave yourselves. Ah, okay. I don't know what happened. Something happened and I don't fully understand. I was just trying to tie a knot. Why is it being suddenly really slippery? I do not understand. There we go. What is this? Fuzzy? Orange fuzzy? Okay, and after I've tied it a couple of times, why I tie it a couple of times like this is because I want a big knot. If I make just a single tiny knot, it'll slip right through the fabric, and you definitely do not want that. Ooh. So sorry if you heard that. I accidentally bumped my mic. So if you heard like a little like I don't know, static noise or something that wasn't supposed to be there, I'm sorry. Yep, and then I'm just going back and forth. Same. Yeah, I was debating this morning if I paint or if I work on this tail. And with the deadline that I have, and also too, like the deadline with this commission, and also there's a deadline with um like I just have some personal projects, like personal cosplays I want to work on, and I want to make like cosplay I want to make foam horns like to sell. I got to make an inventory of them. So I'm also working on the deadline of I only have so much time where the weather's nice to work outside. Ah. And I was like, you know what? We've been working a lot on the Halloween market. I'll put it off to the side for just a tad. And I'll get to working on this tail. Because you know what? I can get a lot done with this tail in 2 hours. You see how quickly I like sew the sections together. I kind of just get into a rhythm, keep going. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be an epic tale for sure. I have the ears next to me. I already made the ears, and I'm actually really happy with how the ears turned out. Also, the friend who's commissioning me to do these really liked the ears, so I feel good. That makes me feel better when who I'm creating the commission for is happy. Yeah, I'll show the ears right here. Yeah. Oh, there's the ears. The ears. Yeah, I think these ears turned out really, really good. I am super happy with them. I really like the two tones of how that turned out. It took time. It was a little tedious, but the results super cool. I'm really happy with the result. Thank you, Win. Thank you. Yeah, I'm happy with the with how it's all turning out. All looking good today. All right, and after I tied it a couple of times, I'm gonna cut it. And then there we go. There's busy day. Oh man, do you have a busy day today, Nacho? Oh my gosh, 21 pizzas? What, Nacho, wasn't it yesterday you told me you had another really, really big delivery? I remember. Oh my gosh. Good luck on delivering that. Oh my gosh. That's huge. Man. Massive tail. All right. Now that I have this tail here, or this is just one side, and there's 3 sides total. So 1 down, 2 to go. Let's start on the left side. So as you could see, the middle sections are like perfect rectangles. And then the top and the bottom actually have a curve to it because this is where I'm going to put the loops for the belt. And I asked her, I'm like, do you want belt loops or do you want a clip? And she said she wanted belt loops. So I'm going to have to figure out how to make a belt loop. But yeah, so this is the left side, obviously the L for left. And like, yeah, I know, right, Win? That is a lot of pizza. It's a lot of pizzas to make. 21 pizzas. Oh my gosh. Must be for like a really big office party or something. That or a really hungry dude. All right, there's our clips. And then you got string. Yeah, so normally I would use like the same string color as the fur, but I don't have purple. The closest I had was blue, and the blue looked weird next to it. So CatNap already has like stitches kind of holding him together because he's a toy stuffed animal. So I thought if the black was going to show through of the stitches in some places, it'll end up being okay. And I thought black against this purple looked the best. Okay, so gonna continue poking through. Don't hit the mic. I almost hit the mic again, guys. Apparently today I've been very good at that. And yeah, and then just continue. So I know what you're probably thinking too. 5-foot tail, that's gonna drag on the ground. Yes, it will. What if it gets dirty? What happens? Well, we've already thought that. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a little pocket in the towards the end at the end of the tail, and there she's going to put in a magnet and then have a little clip on her hip with a magnet, another one, and it'll clip to her hip. And but when she wants to take photos or that kind of thing, she can easily just unclip her tail and let it drag on the ground. And then, but when she's walking around then the con and that kind of stuff, she'll clip the tail back to her hip. So that way it won't drag and won't get dirty. Or stepped on or any of that. Because we're pro cosplayers here. We know the ropes of that con. There's lots of people and a lot going on. And want to make things most durable as possible. That's the ideal. No, my mic is in the same place. Oh, you're talking about me bumping it. No, the mic's at the same place. Do I at least sound okay? Okay, I hope I sound okay. Ooh, yeah, Nacho, how is that new energy drink? Nacho got sponsored, guys. That's something to be excited about. Heck yeah. That's awesome. And it's good. That's good that it's good. I'm glad. I was hoping that it'd be good because that would really suck if it wasn't. Okay, good. I'm glad, Win, that I sound okay. So, Nacho, is the energy drink giving you the energy that you needed this morning? Like, how do you feel energy wise? I'm gonna guess it tastes good since you said it's pretty good. I'm just like double sewing this line here because this is the top part of the tail, which is going to be holding the most weight. So I'm kind of like just reinforcing it a little bit. And so it has a little extra strength. Oh, okay. That's good. That's good that the energy drink doesn't give you any jitters or anything. And no sugar. I don't know about that. I like my sugar. I'm sorry. But at least it doesn't like I don't know, sometimes it doesn't have a chemical taste because I know sometimes with those like zero sugar things they have to add in something to sweeten it and it just tastes like chemicals. But hey, if it tastes good, then that's good. All right, so I got one section. Now, okay. Now I'm gonna go get another rectangle. Another one here. And I'm going to squish the ends together. And same thing. And just clip. As for today's goal, because you know I always have to have one, honestly, just trying to get as much work as done as possible would be really nice. Um, I don't know if it's possible to get this tail done here, like done with all the sewing of the sections. At least if I could get two sides done, which I have one side here, and if I could get this side done within the time of the live stream, that would be really nice. Hopefully. I mean, I would be really happy to get a lot done. There we go. And same thing. Yeah, just back and forth. I normally draw myself a seam allowance line to help guide, but I'm just eyeballing all this because I was like, it's so small and it's pretty straightforward of what I'm doing that I'm like, I can just eyeball it and it'll be just fine. Small. Yeah, I am small. You are right, Win. I don't know. It's pretty peaceful hand sewing. I actually like hand sewing. It takes a lot of time, yes, but I do like it. I want to in the near future work more on sewing on like hand making, like get back into hand making cosplays again because I do miss it. And I want to I want to sew something really bad. Like even just sewing the little elf hat that I did yesterday made me really happy and I was like this is so cool. Like I don't know. I love making something out of nothing. Um, you just look at like clothes or costumes and at first what is it? It's just a piece of fabric, right? That looks like nothing. It's flat. It just has a design, but then all of a sudden you cut it in a certain way and you sew them all together and it's something. And it turns into something. Kind of like foam. All these cool looking cosplay props and stuff. At first, it was just a roll of foam. Looked like nothing special. But then it's turned into something special. I think it's cool. Hey, it's Mr. Hangman. Hi, Hangman. How you doing? It's going pretty good. Going pretty good. I'm working on a commission cosplay tale. So, kind of put the paintbrush aside for today and because this tale does have a deadline, so I gotta work on it. Gotcha. Well, hopefully I can help your boredom with just showing you the behind the scenes of how to make how I work on my cosplays. Yeah, I can't start working on stuff later tonight. What kind of projects are you working on, Mr. Hangman? And I totally get that, where you're like, I can't start working on something until another piece is completed. Yeah. Ooh. Gotcha. Oh, that's super cool, Mr. Hangman. Oh my gosh. I swear, stop. Anna, yeah, you're saying yeah, stop animation takes a lot of time. It's pretty tedious. But that's super cool. Well, I hope that tonight um that your project goes well and everything goes as smoothly as possible. That seems really exciting. I know what you mean by like you have to have the right lighting for photos and stuff, because a lot of my like cosplay photos or art photos, I use um the natural lighting from my window as like uh part of the lights that I use. Like, yes, I have neon lights, but I also use natural lighting. So there's only certain times a day when I can take photos. So I totally know what you mean. Itch. Oh my gosh. Mr. Hangman, you were up late or early, I guess you could say. Those are long hours. But you know what? I know creation, it takes so much time to create something. It does. It's a lot of work, it's a lot of time. I mean, look at what I'm doing here with the sewing. It's tedious. Tiny work. Yeah, and if you're wondering what these like black markings are right there, it's because I messed up. So I started laying down my pattern just where like the pieces fit, trying to use as much fur as possible. But then all of a sudden I stood back and I'm like, wait, if I cut it out, like if my pattern is sideways, the fur's gonna be sideways. And I'm like, I don't want that. I want all the fur to go in one direction, like how a cattail normally grows. So then I was like, damn it, I have to retrace some of my pattern. I had to, like, so I went back in with a silver Sharpie instead of a black Sharpie and retraced a couple of the squares. It was a very, duh, like, oh my gosh, dumb moment on my side. Because I know better. I've been making tails, I make the animal ears, I pay attention to which way the fur's going, and I don't know what I was thinking last night when cutting these out. Hey, it's Isaac. Hi, Isaac. How you doing? It's going pretty good, Isaac. You know, just sewing, hand sewing. Oh man. Gotcha. Hey, that's a good idea. That's good, Hangman, that you're like planning out what you're working on, you know, like doing it smartly. That you have a smart game plan of how to like do all the big stuff first and the little stuff. Oh, that's awesome. I think I need to organize myself a little bit better, I'll be honest. Like, for one, I'm trying not to, moving forward, I'm trying not to work on so many projects at once or start so many. Like, I kind of start one, finish it, move on to the next, or maybe working on like 2 projects at a time or something. Because even me, I'm getting tired. And it's becoming a bit overwhelming to have multiple projects all started all at once. I'm not gonna lie. Good, Isaac. I'm glad you're doing good. Understandable, Hangman. Yeah, might as well do the big sets. Then you, oh my gosh, it'll feel so good when it's all like cleaned up and everything too. Yeah, like me, after I get this tail done, I'm gonna do some major cleaning, especially under my desk. Like, I know none of you can see it, but I have like way too much stuff underneath my desk. Including like, it's mainly just fur. The faux fur that I've been using for the tails and the stuffing too. I need to clean through it. And I'm like itching to clean. Yeah. No, that's awesome. No, that sounds like you have a good game plan, Mr. Hangman, and that's awesome. And yeah, I totally like see why you want to like save the trees you made, because you could for sure use those in future projects, you know? I'm always one for reusing uh old projects or things that didn't work, but then it might work for something else. Heck yeah. Especially if you put time and effort into making something. And what's cool about like the forest and trees are trees, you know? I bet in the future you'll do another storyline where it takes place in an area that needs trees. It'll save you some time too. Oh my gosh, Isaac, what a question. I don't know. I don't think I have an answer for your question. Isaac, what about you? What do you think? Who would you want to voice your D&D character? Hey, that's good. That's good, Mr. Hangman. Yeah, I think it's good to have goals too, and to have like a deadline for yourself. Like, almost make yourself a due date. Honestly, I find when creating, making yourself have a due date is really useful, Um, just because it almost holds yourself accountable. Like, I have some projects that never had due dates, and they're just still sitting, not completed. But I've had, on the opposite side, I've had projects that do have a due date, and those ones always get done first. So I think I need to start even myself, like, making due dates for all my projects. It's a good idea. It's helpful. This seam allowance is like way too. Hold on. I don't like that. I went too deep with the seam allowance. I gotta pull all this out. It's okay. Hey, this is the first seam that I'm pulling, and I didn't do that much to it. So we're still chilling. I was like half not paying attention to what I was doing, and I was like, wait, hold on. I caught myself. Because if I sew over the seam allowance, my tail's going to be too short. And I definitely don't want that to happen. I want everything to be like even and the same. Oh, fun. Hangman, you're going to do a pirate ship, like a pirate movie or pirate film? That's awesome. I like pirates. Pirates are cool. Isaac, I don't know. I don't think I can't think of an answer for your question. I don't know, Isaac. Who do you think would fit me the best? Who would make a good high pitched fairy voice? Because that's what I got. Nice, nice, Hangman. Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I hope you reach your goal of releasing it very soon. That'll be awesome. No, it's good. It's good to have due dates. Yeah, Isaac knows what he's talking about. Assassin's Creed Black Flag is such a fun game. I've only ever played very little of that game, but the little that I did play, I had so much fun. And it's such a cool game. And it's really pretty too. Ooh, that sounds cool, Mr. Hangman. All right, I'm excited for your pirate short story. I'm excited. It sounds like it's gonna be good. All right, almost done with this section here. Almost done. See, this is why cosplays take forever. It's so misleading when you have like a little tutorial within 15 seconds and the whole thing's done. And then meanwhile, 2 hours in. I have half a tail sewn. Zoe. Yeah. When you're funny. Even though I'm not saying you're wrong either. You know, when you're probably right. There we go. Just trying to concentrate and get this knot tied really good. There we go. There we are. Sweet. And then cut the little tails. Put them off to the side. And gonna go get another section. Okay, even Nacho agrees. Oh, that's too funny. Alright, then you must be right then. Oh my gosh. Nacho, you're too funny. Tiny Tina from Wonderlands. That's still on my cos plans. I want to cosplay Tiny Tina so bad. There we go. All clipped. I actually want to make sure that I'm not adding too many because each of these are supposed to have each side's supposed to have 10 squares. So let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so this is 6 so far. And I have a little pile over here that I'm trying to separate the two spots. So not disappearing. I'm right here. So I have 6, 7, and 8, and 9. Okay, and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, so one of these squares, it was in the wrong pile. I am glad I thought of that, because otherwise I would just keep sewing and then I would have to fix it later, which would have just taken more time. Also, good kind of pro tip, just double check your work all the time when crafting, because if you don't and you make a mistake, sometimes that mistake, like, yes, you can fix any mistake that you ever make, but you'll have to go back and fix it, and sometimes that takes more time rather than if you just double checked your work. Like, if I didn't just double check right now, all of a sudden I would have been like trying to sew the tail together. I'm like, why is one side way longer than the other? what is going on? And then I would have to rip things out and then re-sewn it together. And that would have just been a cost of more time and string, which I don't want to do either. So it's just better to just double check. Always double checking. I see your worry there, Win. Oh no, she's disappeared. Nah, I haven't disappeared. I'm still here. Can't get rid of me that easily. There we are. Yeah, so my next plan is once all these sections are sewn together, I will go ahead and pin and sew on the internal structure and then sew it all together. What I've done with my hyper motion tails in the past is like sew the tail together and the internal structure all at once, but this is such a long tail, I kind of don't want it to fall apart on me as I'm sewing. Also, I don't think I have enough clips, so we shall see. Okay, I thought a notification popped up that I needed to address, but no, it's just Instagram. It's just Instagram. Which, by the way, if you've messaged me on Instagram and I have not read your message yet, I am so sorry. Lately, I've been hyper focused on finishing these commissions, and I'll be honest, I haven't given any time to messages. So today, though, I'm planning on actually like replying to those messages. So I am super sorry. I do feel bad. I know I am a little busy fairy. That is true. Oh my gosh, Isaac, if it was raining $100 bills, I would go and get a laundry basket and try to fill up as much as I possibly could. I'd be grabbing the raining money as fast as I possibly can. probably more than just the laundry basket. I'd probably grab like my backpack and a suitcase. You know what? I'm just grabbing the suitcase. How about that? I'm gonna fill it up. And then I will go and spend it all on art supplies. You see, Isaac, you got the right idea. Get some pillowcases. There you go. All right. Here we are. I got another square or rectangle. Well, rectangles are just long squares. There we are. Yeah, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome, Isaac. Hey, at least you're putting the money to a good use. That would be great. Especially like for your voice acting. Heck yeah. That's what it should go towards. Okay, I probably cut this string way too long, but you know what? That's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know that ugly stage of art. Yes, I do know what you mean, Mr. Hangman. That all art goes through an ugly phase. And that is true. All of my art, even my cosplays, everything has gone through an ugly phase. And like other artists, I get super self conscious about it. I'm like, don't look at it too hard. It's being ugly right now, but it'll be pretty in the end, I promise. Ah, yeah. No, so I know what you're feeling, Mr. Hangman. Especially like I do the same thing too when like in any creation when you think something looks bad and you're like, I hate this, I hate this. And then you let it sit for a minute and you come back and rewatch it or relook at it and you're like, actually, this isn't half bad. It's okay. Or you're like, oh, it's workable, it's doable. So yeah, but don't be hard on yourself. I think it's always good to um to learn and grow and to give self-critique, but that's useful, you know. Um but not be too nitpicky either. There's a difference between it looks bad or, well, next time I know how to make this different and it'll make it look better. And then you learn and grow and challenge yourself as an artist, and it's good. just I poked myself. Owie. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll live. Yep. Hey, that's how art is. That's how creating is, where you're like, I got so much done, but I still have so much to do. Just take it one piece at a time. And don't be afraid to take a breath. It's all right. What? Really, Win? No. I think your background of the wings looks really pretty. I like it. I like it a lot. Yep, true. Very true. And editing and like editing things together and sound effects, voices. It's all that all takes time and a lot of work, and a lot of time, even if it's just like simple sounds or simple editing. I mean, Nacho knows this. I know Nacho knows that all too well. How much time it takes to edit and put something together. Oh, really? Yeah, that is a bit late, huh, Win? Yeah, I've noticed that like I notice on TikTok that okay, so some videos they kind of circulate through, and if you're not a follower, I get it that someone might stumble upon a video that maybe happened a year or two ago. But for my followers, all of a sudden to get like a video months and months later, it's like, how is this not on their For You page? Like within the week that I posted this. How'd they get it this months later? Yeah, that's why I always put like whenever I'm at a show, I put the dates. Not just to let them know when the show is, but also so there isn't any confusion of wait, this show already has gone by. This is an old video. Oh, really? All these old videos? That's too funny. That's so weird that YouTube does that, Mr. Hangman. I don't know. Something's going on in the algorithms. Hey, but you never know. Like, I had this one video on TikTok of my clip-on ears. They're the clip-on cosplay animal ears. And I posted that, oh gosh, several months ago. Maybe it was sometime in September or August. I posted this video. And it got like maybe like 1,000 views or something like that. And I was like, okay, it's like, whatever. All of a sudden, like in October, this video caught like the attention and now it's at like 17K views. And I'm like, this is what? How did this happen? And it's still popular. I don't know. I think it's funny. Social media is weird. I'm not sure what else to say about that. Ah, thank you, Win, for posting the Discord. Yeah, if you haven't already joined the Discord, feel free to join. It's chill. It's a chill place to hang out and be. I mean, yeah, I want to eventually, cuz like heck, I'm like recording right now technically, and I do post all my VODs. But since I have all my VODs saved, I do eventually want to do like a time lapse of my, like, use these recordings as like a time lapse thing, especially with some of my paintings that I did do completely on stream. Um, I just have to edit it. I have it all saved on my computer. It's all there. I just have to put in the effort of editing. So, yeah, for a couple of my projects, I'm definitely going to do a time lapse thing. I've never actually done any time lapse over any of my art. The only like videos that I have done, which most of you have probably seen, is I just like record little bits of progress here and there. Um, but eventually I want to, I have so many like video ideas I want to do. I just need to edit it. I just need to sit down and do it. Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally know what you're saying. I like to watch not just time lapse, but I love watching other artists' process of how they create things. I find it super fascinating. Um, because every artist, no matter what medium they're working, everyone is so different in their process. And I find it just fascinating and I love it. Yeah. Oh, well, good. Good, Mr. Hangman. If I can bring you some motivation to work on your own projects, that makes me happy. Yeah, and that's partially why I wanted to just stream in general, is to kind of, give a place for artists to like hang out and like come create with me kind of thing, you know? And of course, if you want to just chill here, you're more than welcome to. Like, whatever you want to do. It's all up to you. Only good vibes. That's all I ask. It's just good vibes. No mean people. Please, I have no room in my life for mean people. But so far, I'll say everyone here has really been awesome, and I'm really grateful. I'm really grateful for everyone's support. So thank you. Yeah, and I also wanted to do like I want to show like also show how much time it takes to create something, because so often like we're saying you see things like art videos done on time lapse or sped through, or you know, someone will be like, oh, you're gonna do this step, and then next frame it's done. And they didn't show the 5 hours that step took. So yeah, and I like showing, I like you know, this is a way of expressing myself and showing, you know, this is, it takes time and skill. Aw, thank you, Win. Thank you. There we go. Almost done. I think I have, what, 2 sections left? I'm gonna look behind me after I tie this knot of uh of how many sections of this tail I got left. I'm doing really good on time too. Yeah, and then after the stream, I'm definitely gonna continue working on this tail. So we'll see if tomorrow, if I continue on this or if I continue painting. I'll show everyone though here how it's how it at least turns out and how much like progress I make, where it goes. All right, and then tail section. Oh yeah, I was right. I only have 2 left. 2 left on this side of the tail. There we go. Ah. It's coming along, coming along. Yeah, before I started today's stream, as I was setting up, my cat was sitting in this chair. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to move ya. She was purring and all warm. Like, you're so cute. Yeah, when I am on the floor, oh my gosh, my cat Clove is a little menace. She loves the faux fur, and she'll do, you know, when cats doing like kneading the bread, that's what she was doing on the fur. She loves to just sit on it and knead the bread, knead the dough. So funny. And I'm like, hey cat, I have to cut this fabric here. I need you to move. I need you to move aside, please. And of course she bats at me. She's not an angry cat. She just wants to play. That's purely what she wants to do. She's like, oh, you're touching me. That means you want to play. I'm like, no, I'm trying to move you so I can make this cosplay tale. And she's like, playtime. Hey, it's Evo Leia. Hi, Evo Leia. How you doing? Yeah. I thought to switch it up, do some crafting, especially that I want to get this tail done as soon as possible. So, yeah, why not? I've been doing a lot of painting lately, so I'm like, it's time for some cosplay. Yup, true. Clove did warm up the chair. She did. Now she's in my windowsill warming herself up. It's okay. She moved from one comfy location to another comfy location. She is well taken care of. She's living her best cat life. Uh-oh. No, the string got caught around the clip. There we go. Yeah, I don't know what cats think. I bet you there's some that do think, and then there's some cats that don't think. Clove, I think she probably... I've showed her my little cat ears to see what she would do. She just, like, bats at them, like, as if they're a toy. She thinks they're toys. But she also thinks everything is a toy. Like, I've, to distract her from sitting on the faux fur while I'm cutting it, which is not good because she just thinks the fur is a toy. I end up throwing her a scrap piece of fur, like just a little triangle, and toss it to her and she plays with it. She's so mischievous. Yep, exactly, Nacho. Oh, Noodle. Noodle the cat. Oh, no, it's the window in my bedroom that's the window she's in right now. Not in my, like, there's no room in the office window. Yeah, no. If there was, I would have just turned the camera around and been like, look, guys. Look how cute she's being. But also, too, with how much action's going on with the string and the fur, she would be all up in my business. She'd be like, hi. You would see her on the table. She'd be like, hi, what's going on? Can I play with that string? Can I play with that fur? Can I play with that clip? Can I play with the wires on the camera? And I would be like, absolutely not. That's why I kick her out of this room, because all she'd be doing is getting into stuff. She's a kitten, so I can't really blame her. I love that cat. We all love that cat. Wait, oh, sorry, Hangman, I just saw your message over here. I was so talking about my own story. Have I done any voice acting? Me? No. I do not voice act. I am a terrible actress. I am better at creating things and that kind of stuff. have I done movies and skits and that kind of stuff? I mean, not just working on a little short film right now that I was a character in it, but I mean, I'm kind of meh. He thinks I'm fine. He's like, no, you're fine. I'm like, I'm happy I could help you out. I'm a way better behind the scenes person of making props. Ask my cat hard questions. Noodle will just, yeah, I don't know. She'll just be like, gonna feed me? Are you gonna play with me? Is that a toy? If I did an actual interview with her with a microphone, she would probably just bat at the microphone and think it's a toy. That'd be her response to every question. Thank you, Nacho. Thank you. See, everyone, this is what happens every time. I'm just like, I'm okay, and Nacho's like, no, you're good, and I'm like, thank you, I'm flattered, but I still think I'm meh. Well, thank you, Nacho. I am flattered, but I'm still better at the whole prop thing. I'm better at making props. Yeah, exactly. Clove, why are you a menace? No, I know why. Because she's just playful. You know, is that something that I really like about my cat Clove is that she is not mean in any way. You know, some cats are mean, angry, grumpy. She's not. She just wants to play. And I feel like there's no hate from her. Like she's just, I almost said chill, which she's not chill, but she's like just happy. She's happy. She's a happy cat. You know, she's happy to be here. She's happy to hang out with us. She is like, she doesn't hide. Whatever we're doing, she goes and does. She's a happy cat. And I like that a lot. I like how social she is too. I really like that. Oh, I see what you're doing, Hangman. Aw, well, thank you. I feel flattered, but no, trust me, I'm not a good voice actor. I hope that you end up finding the cast you're thinking of and they can fit all your characters. You'll be able to find those people. Mm. Well, hopefully you can find the first mate of the pirate story. I'm sure you will, Hangman. I'm sure you will. Oh, thank you, Win. Thank you. I'm just me. I'm the little fairy gremlin that likes to create art. That's a good idea, Hangman. Yeah, just that's what's cool about the voice acting too, is that your characters can all look super different, but you can have one person play multiple characters easily. That's cool. Exactly, Evolea. Exactly. Clove just wants to play. Aw, I got you, Hangman. Aw. Hopefully you can find someone. Yeah. Hey man, Isaac likes to do voice acting and that kind of stuff. Maybe you guys could work together. Maybe? I don't know. Just suggesting it. Alright, there we go. The last piece. Yes. The last section. Finally. You know, that only took an hour and a half to sew this thing. Isn't that crazy to think of? An hour and a half worth of work right here. You wouldn't think it just looking at it, or even like thinking of it in your mind. Like being like, oh, you just have to set, like, I just have to sew all these sections together. Not a big deal. All right, there we go. Yay! All right. This tail is this side, so only one more side left to go. A long tail. Look at this thing. Long tail. Okay. Yeah, and you can see on the other side, it's like almost seamless. So like, yeah, there's like little bumps here, but like I said too, that's where the little notches are gonna go. So these bumps will actually look purposeful, even though it was really just me trying to save money on fur. Otherwise, I would have had to have gotten 5 feet of fur and cut all these out as one long piece. And I was like, yeah, I'm not about to do that or spend that kind of money. I'm like, I can find a way around this. It's you know what it looks like? From the Lorax, those truffula trees. It's a truffula tree. It just needs a long stem. All right. On to the third one. Put the truffula tree aside. Now on to the right side piece. There we go. And I'll see how much I can get done. I will work until the time is up. It is. It's a lot of faux fur. It really is. Exactly, Nacho. The long way. Oh, Mr. Hangman, are you asking about what the tail is for? It's for, a commission for a friend. She's going to cosplay CatNap from Poppy's Playtime. So that's why. And if you're not familiar with the character, he's kind of this spooky looking purple cat with a really long tail and really long legs. So I got some fur. Okay. I could feel it tickling the edge of my eye. I think I got it. Yep. So it's a commission. And I got the ears right here. Ears. And she's doing the rest. So it's we coordinated getting the same fur, and she's gonna make the paws, and I think she's making boots. I don't know. I know she 3D printed her claws, and they already look really spooky and really cool. But yeah, I'm really happy to work on this collaboration. It's fun. Oh, Hangman, if you need a good place for fur, I get all my fur from Howl Fabrics. They are really, really good, top quality. I I've been really happy with their fur. And they have different colors. I know white fur, you think, oh, it'll just be white, but no, they have like snow white, and then they have like a creamy ivory kind of white, both. So if you need fur, I highly recommend Howl Fabric. They seem to be the most solid. There's other, like, when I was first looking into making the animal ears, I was trying to do research of where to buy fur, and it seems like almost everywhere is very mixed reviews. Because some people say, oh, the fur looks great, and then the next person buying from the same vendor, it won't be so good, or just ships on, like, it comes damaged through the shipping. But Howl Fabric has always been really solid in their quality. It's always been super nice fur, really soft, really thick. It's never come damaged. They always pack it really well. They pack it with care, which I like. So yeah. I did not mean to give Howl Fabric a plug, but oh well. They are not sponsoring me. I'm just happy with what I got. Hey, it's Blood. Hi, Blood. How you doing? I know, right? Does anyone need a Thneed from the Truffle trees? Everyone needs a Thneed. What? Hey man, you've never seen the Lorax? Have you at least read the book? See, that was a book that I grew up reading quite a bit. And I actually like the movie. The movie's good. It's cute. Oh, you're not talking about the Lorax anymore. We're talking about. Sorry, I'm a little behind on the messages. I just got talking. Uh Poppy's Playtime. If you're referencing Poppy's Playtime, yeah, it's a game. I haven't played, and I knew before this commission, I knew very, very little about it, but I ended up doing a little bit of research to kind of get a sense of CatNap, not just what he looks like, but kind of who is he. So it's in the game. It's more complicated than what I'm about to explain from, but what I understand, it's kind of like these possessed toys that are like not safe at all. And it's kind of like a kooky, scary horror game about these like toys that come to life and hunt you down. I think. Could be wrong about the gameplay itself. Good. Glad you're doing good, Blood. Yeah, doing good. Just chilling. Chilling and sewing. Yes, Win. That is very true. I like that quote. Unless you care a whole lot, it's not gonna get any better. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was watching those like the trailers for the movies, like those fake toy ads that goes with the lore of the game. And I kind of like it. It's like it feels like a old style VHS tape recorded um kind of uh what do you call it? Like not trailer but like advertisement. Trying to make it spooky. Oh, that's true. Nacho, you also just did a short film on that is based around a spooky VHS tape. Nacho, did you ever post a link in my Discord to your short film, the horror one you just finished? If you haven't, there's I think Win just added in a promote yourself tab. Everyone should definitely watch this short film that Nacho made. It's really good. It's really spooky and I made the creature, so I was a part of it. There's a spooky creature in there. So yeah. Yeah, you didn't know. Sorry, Nacho. Yeah, go post a link whenever you get the chance today. I know you're working right now, but whenever you get the chance today, post it in the promote yourself tab and everyone go watch Nacho's spooky horror short film. It's really good. And it's on YouTube too. You can find it. It is Nacho, what is it called again? It's Code something. I don't want to say the wrong name. It's like Code reminds me. I feel really bad that I'm blanking on the number sequence. It's like 9. It's 9 something. Code 9 something. It's gonna bother me now. Now I feel bad that I'm blanking on it. Code 998. Yeah. Yeah, so everyone go It's not a very long short film. It's like only like 5 minutes long. So go check out Code 998. It's really cool. And it was for a horror competition, like a horror short film competition, and Noah got top 5 in one of the categories. So, or Nacho. Sorry, Nacho. Yeah, go check it out. Hee hee. That's right, Nacho. I'm gonna plug you. Free plug. It's a police code. Look at that. I don't know. We've all been kind of like, why has today's theme been like so much around horror movies, horror films? I have no idea. Maybe it's because we're working on CatNap here today. That's why. The spooky vibes are around. Yeah, no, CatNap is really creepy. I know only a little bit of his lore, not a whole lot. I know that like he releases this kind of like sleepy gas or something like that. Mhm. Just tying this string off. Just one more. I want it to wrap around. There we go. Aha. And then cut off the little tails. And then just keep going with another section. Got another rectangle here. You know, I think it's moving along pretty quickly, the sewing process. So I'm happy. I'm really happy with the process so far of today. So far, so good. Yeah, I got a lot done, which is awesome. And probably before I sew in the, I just saw this now, before I sew the insides, I should probably make a pocket for the magnet or the clip. somewhere. Which actually I could just use like a piece of scrap fabric. I have some really tiny squares that I could use. Not gonna lie, I was a little scared that I didn't order enough fur. I ordered a yard, and when I was cutting these out, I'm like, oh boy, I hope I have enough fur. I hope I don't have to order some more, because I had to wait a long time for this fur to come in for some reason. It was just taking them a while to restock. But once I got it in, I was like, oh no. I hope I did my math right in figuring out how much fur I needed. I ended up I even have like leftovers just in case if I mess up. Could I make a whole new tail with it? No. But like if I needed to make it longer for some reason, I could probably make it at least one or two of these squares longer. So at least I have some fur left. Aww. I'm sorry, Win. But I will be here tomorrow. Same time. So all is good. Don't be sad. Yeah, we'll see. It just depends on how far I get along with this this tail here and what it looks like. Will I work on it tomorrow, or will I work on painting? We'll see. And just tying it off. And you know what? We might have time for at least one more section. Maybe. I want to at least try. I want to try at least complete one more section. Cutting off the little stringy tails. Flip this. And behind me, go and grab this one. And yep, that's what it takes. Oop. And you know what's funny is I never measure the string. I just eyeball it and I'm like, that looks good. I think that looks good. Why not? Let's see if I can sew this one section in the time given. That'd be awesome. Yeah, and once I get the foam smithing up and going like I want to, I was thinking about maybe even working on some of that during the stream. That would be really awesome. I don't know how I would necessarily go about like the gluing and sanding process because I don't know, there's just so much moving parts and I move around a lot. But the painting part of any of those projects, I'm pretty stationary. Like, and also too, this area would be perfect for like paintings. So, possibly painting some cosplay horns in the near future. If you would all be interested in something like that. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd make a fun stream. Thank you, Nacho. I'm glad you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed the long process of hand sewing. All right, yeah. Yeah, Hangman, if you want to share that on the Discord with everyone and that kind of thing, feel free to share. That'd be fun to see what you're working on. And same with everyone else. If everyone else wants to share whatever art project they're working on, uh, feel free to post it. Yes, the long process. The long process, the long way. And let's see, maybe one more knot and we'll be good. No? Now you're probably thinking, how many times do you knot this knot? How many times? Too many, because I don't want it to come undone. That's like one of my biggest fears, is that it's coming undone. Alrighty, there we go. Oh my gosh, took you 2 weeks. That's a long time. Wow, that's a lot of effort. Well, here we go. Fluffy tails today. I think I made really good progress. I have about 4 more sections of this tail left to do behind me. So I'll definitely finish that up today. And then, yeah, then it will be on to the next step. So, yeah, I'm really happy with the progress today. Thank you everyone for joining. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I can show the process of like some cosplay and how my process of with crafting is. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to switch it up. Alrighty. So, as for next time, I will be here tomorrow, same time. We'll see what I'm going to work on. Possibly more tail making. Aww. You're so welcome, Win. Thank you. And thank you, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow on same time. Aw, and thank you. I like fun clothes. You guys know me. Alrighty. Bye for now. See ya.